Morning. Hope you all doing well today. My name's Nick, Auto Garden Cat, my co-star. Has been wanting to get out for a while, so I'm not sure if he'll join us for the time being, but you'll see him a little bit later. Already been out here a little bit this morning. I was doing a little bit of filming for another project, a different project this morning. So I've been out here already, and the rooster is very loud this morning. He just kept wanting to interrupt me the whole time I was recording. So I actually left them out a little bit early, so we'll go see them in just a second. And other than that, yeah, we're just gonna do a quick little check-in with everything today, this morning, and then I'm gonna probably continue on some grass maintenance down below, just because that's what needs to get done right now, and that's what I'm doing. So hope you all are doing well, and let's get started. And there's Otto. There he is. Oh, he's a good boy. Good boy. He was annoyed that I hadn't let him out earlier. Since I was doing my filming, I just came out by myself, and he wanted to come out too, but I didn't allow it. So he was not so happy with me, which happens from time to time. So, since I've already been out here, I already know the chickens are just fine, but I always like to check in on Broody Mama anyway. Mama? Mama? How you doing? Doing all right today? Want some water? Oh, she doesn't want any water today. In here, we're looking pretty good. There's a little bit of bare soil that I'm seeing right down here just because they've been scratching. But I'm about to come in here probably the next day or next few days, hopefully, and actually build a compost pile. So a little less worried about it today, just because I know I'm going to be in there quite a bit, and I might actually just bring some stuff up there right now because I got to cut some grass. So kind of keep that on my checklist of, okay, add things there when I have the material. There's Otto smelling the grass. Maybe another cat came by, or maybe just, I think he likes to lick off the dew on all the grasses, but pretty fun to watch him. Otto? Otto? What are you doing? Because we have no greenhouse to check on, that's one less thing for me to worry about now, which is always nice. That's the nice thing about going into the middle of summer. I get to stop thinking about the greenhouse so much and just focus on what's in the ground. Taking a look at these cucumbers. There's so many little babies on, and I know that cucumbers can get carried away really quick. There's one right there. Let's see. This one's probably ready for harvest right here. Looking nice. They hide really well. In my experience with harvesting cucumbers at my last job, or my last place of work near Seattle, 21 Acre Center. I'll link them. They have a channel. I'll link them up here. They do some cool stuff there. I recommend checking them out if you're in that area. But I was helping for a while with the harvest there because we were down a farm staff member. So I helped for a few months with all the harvesting, and I always found that the cucumber harvests were always the most surprising because you think that, oh, we just harvested this 2 days ago, and then you go through and find that there's a bunch of new cucumbers that either you forgot last time or just popped up overnight. This rooster, where's your mama? Where's your mama, rooster? This rooster and I had a little bit of a tiff this morning. Not really a tiff, but he was just, he wouldn't stop making noise while I was trying to film. So I had to let them out so they can come down here and try to have their own little time, trying to appease them that way. And I think that worked because I didn't really hear from him after that. Oh, hey, mama. So mama's across the way. Rooster's watching her from over here. Very sweet, making sure she's okay. Just want to check in with you, rooster. Since we had a little tiff, I just want to make sure we're okay. Just been kind of scared. I don't really know what's going on with him, but he's been pretty scared recently. Huh? You been scared? Here's this mama, hanging out in the grass. How you doing? You doing all right? She doesn't really mind. She's fine. You're a good mama. Yeah, so we're actually gonna check out down here actually. This little pasture. I'm gonna come down and actually harvest some grass from it because it's pretty long, as you can see, and they've been enjoying it for quite some time. Lots of seed heads up, which they will eat and they enjoy. I'm gonna go through and try to harvest any of this kind of long grass so I can use as mulch further up. And again, definitely down here in this bottom pasture, if I'm not using the mulch to mulch these two plantains down here, then I'm bringing it uphill because all the nutrient that's down here At this point, it'll get washed away down to the bottom of my property. So I like to take all the grass from down here and move it up and use it as mulch. So the nutrient that has been lost down, especially from, say, this compost area, that's where I had the compost, they kick it down, a bunch falls here. That's why there's palm fronds here, because they kick it too much and it becomes bare soil. But all that nutrient that's coming down this way and feeding this pasture, I want to be able to move back up. Cat and the hen are having somewhat of a standoff. The rooster's actually not nearby, but the hen also will take this cat. Right now they seem to be friends though. Look at them, they're so cute together. I think as long as the cat doesn't get any closer, the hen should be just fine with him. Typically it's the case, at least. So say she's going to go through and find Rooster, who's hiding around the corner there. They'll hang out together for a while, and the cat will probably join me in this little bit of a grass harvest I'm about to do. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get started on that. That right there is the result. Quick harvest, nice bundle of mulch I can use. And I said I was going to put it in the garden, but it's actually, there's so many seed heads in here. I picked out a bunch, but it's just not worth it. So I'm actually going to use that to mulch this area that I was just talking about earlier that needs a little bit of fresh mulch. So just cover that all up. I actually tend to concentrate it towards the top because I know they're going to scratch it down. So this little bit of bare patch of soil will probably be covered by the end of the day. So there we go. That little bare patch of soil that I had there, I brought in all this grass mulch from down below. And what's nice is all this grass down below is being fed by this chicken system. So all this grass down here actually is fertilized by the chickens, and I'm bringing it back to the chickens to, they'll eat through it probably, they'll eat some of it, and then the rest of it will turn into compost in the next round of composting coming up. So yeah, it's all going to basically be returned to the system, and then it'll probably end up being kicked down again, end up down here, we'll cut it again, and then bring it back up. So that's nutrient cycling, and I'm using grass here on my property to help with that nutrient cycling on my property, to make sure that I'm not losing nutrients down and off my property. I'm trying to keep them on the property as long as possible by taking what's from the bottom of the property and moving it uphill. I do that as much as I can. I've been enjoying our time out here with the rooster and the hen. Broody mama is still in her little broody box, but she'll be out later, I'm sure, to enjoy. I was actually sitting on this bridge yesterday, being the guard, because Broody Mama was over here taking a little break from her eggs and enjoying a dust bath, and this mama kept picking on her because she's trying to assert that she's the head female now, since the other one's away most of the time and she has all the time with the male. And the male was trying to mount her, our rooster was trying to mount her a little bit, and she was not appreciating that, was she, Rooster? So maybe that's why he's a little coy with me these days, is I'm not letting him spend as much time with his broody mama. I was just basically guarding her, giving her a break, giving her a little spa time, you know, a little time to herself after sitting on the eggs by herself. Just let her relax and actually do what she needs to do without being bothered by the chickens. You'll notice down here, this is not a perfect cut. I try to mimic when I do this kind of a grazing pattern. So I don't cut everything back. I leave some seed heads up still. I leave some longer grass. I cut a lot of this grass short. So it's just a big variety of grass lengths that Otto loves to play in. Yeah, kind of a big variety, a little bit stomped, a little bit left ahead. And this basically is mimicking some sort of grazing pattern, as if we had, you know, at some point I'm thinking about getting ducks, and the ducks will do this for me because they're more mowers. Ducks and geese are more like mowers, where chickens are scratchers. chickens are like the mini rototillers, and the ducks and geese and everything, they're more of a mower. They'll actually go and just graze down and eat a lot of that grass down. So that might be that's a future plan I'm considering if I can convince the lady. But I'd want to build a little bit of a duck pond first, and we don't have too much space because we could just use a kiddie pool, I guess. But you know, I like to be able to have a little extra room for them to be able to swim in and be ducks, you know. Otto's ready to go back through, and so am I. So open up the gate. Go ahead. Oh, he just wants to play. Go. Let's go. I know. You want to play with it. And I'm just going to show you guys. Right after I mow, this is the pretty typical thing. See how he starts scratching down there? He's looking through everything that I just mowed because now it's easier for them to see. The chickens don't love super tall grass because they can't find as much of what's in there. But you can see now he found something and he's calling Mama over to eat it. So much of a gentleman, this guy. Finding the bugs to eat, calling Mama over to eat them, and then he looks for the next thing for her. And just keeps on going. Very sweet. Good rooster. Do you know that you're laying in a puddle of water? This is water right here. Do you see that? That's water. And you're just laying right in it. This cat, unlike most cats I've ever met, he doesn't mind water at all. He'll walk right through water. He'll lay in water. He will walk around in the rain. I guess that's what you get when you have a stray cat that's used to living in the elements for so long. He just kind of does his own thing. I don't even have to think about him. And he's fine with being wet. It's a weird cat. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna do, I think, one more little thing a little bit later. It might not be, maybe not today, but what I want to do now is, now that we're not using this greenhouse, Katie bought a kiddie pool, you know, one of those little tiny wading pools that the kids play in when they're young. Well, it gets really hot here, and we sometimes we can't get down to the river or anything. So she bought a kiddie pool so she can have something to lay in. So I'm thinking about right down here where the greenhouse is right now. I think there'll be enough room right here for like that little circular kiddie pool temporarily, since I'm not going to be using this for a while. Then I can basically move it. It's mobile. That's the nice thing about it. It's very light, and I can move it wherever I need to. So I can move that away, and we can make this the kiddie pool area. And then when we want to dump it, we can just tilt it up and into the drainage there, or just tilt it down here and let it basically flood irrigate everything down this way. Either way will work for us. We're not too picky, and but that'll be a fun little project, I think. So I'll probably get on that maybe later today, but first I gotta get up to the roof to kind of finish the prep, because we're about to seal it hopefully this weekend. So we'll kind of see where that leads to. That's the goal, at least. And yeah, so that's it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoy. If you do like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel and share this channel with like-minded friends and family and community that you might have that might find it of interest. And until next time, have a good one.